Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Shayna, and on my channel I like to talk about all things history, whether that's spooky, weird, whatever. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe. Also, I have a podcast called Spooky History with Shayna Blake, and that is where all the audio of my videos go. I usually update everyone on my videos on my Facebook page that is also called Spooky History with Shayna Blake, so be sure to check that out as well. I've got a weird story for y'all, that's for sure. Today, we are going to be talking about the dancing plague of 1518. You heard me right. So let's dive in. So in the year 1518, in the city of Strasbourg, interesting, which was part of the Roman Empire, the residents would have this uncontrollable urge to dance. Now, the woman who started it all, her name was, sorry if I mispronounce it, Trophia. She would step into the street and randomly began to silently twist, twirl, and shake. It wasn't something that just lasted for a few minutes. She did this for almost a week. Then, not long after that, 36 other residents would join in on this odd dance-a-thon. Now, when August came around, this epidemic had spread to about 400 people that were just randomly dancing. These people seemed to not be able to control themselves. There was no explanation for this strange occurrence. Now, the local doctors at that time called it hot blood and suggested that people had been affected by some sort of fever and that their body was moving in order to possibly help the fever go away. Really weird stuff. So you'll never guess what the town decided to do. They decided to make a party out of it. Why not, right? They actually brought a stage to where the people were dancing from this horrible illness, and then they hired professional dancers as well as a band to play music for the dancers to dance along to. But not long after this, the dancers would start to collapse from exhaustion. Many would die from strokes and heart attacks. I mean, duh. But the dancing didn't stop until the end of September, when the dancers were taken to a mountaintop shrine to pray for absolution. Now, believe it or not, this occurrence really did happen, and it was well documented in the 16th century historical records. And it's not the only time where this dancing plague happened. There were similar happenings that took place in Switzerland, Germany, and Holland that were just as horrible and deadly as the one that happened in 1518. Now, there's a lot of speculation on why or how this could have happened. It's hard to figure out why people would start randomly dancing themselves to death. Now, according to a historian whose name was John Waller, the reason could have came from concerns from Saint Vitus, who was a Catholic saint who believed that the dancing plague was a powerful curse that was put upon the people, which made them not be able to stop dancing until they would collapse. Now, what we speculate now is that there was much disease and famine in that area at that time. The superstition that was brought on by this Saint Vitus could have triggered a stress-induced hysteria that took hold of the city, causing people to join in on the dancing uncontrollably. Other theories suggest that the dancers were members of a religious cult who possibly accidentally ate some toxic mold that grows on damp rye and produces spasms and hallucinations. But you'd think that over 400 people, they wouldn't all have the same symptoms. You know, that's kind of weird, but I'm not saying it's not possible. Just very weird stuff happened back then. But what do you all think it was? I'm very curious, because when I first heard this story, I was like, yeah, right. That's not real. That didn't really happen. But it really did happen, and apparently more than once. So let me know what you all think. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like all things history, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a very blessed week. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.